So Mrs. Redmond is off to town. Me and the dogs are out here hanging out in the shop. And I got to thinking, if I could have one piece of equipment for the homestead, what would it be? Well, I would suggest a 1 Series tractor from John Deere. Now, let me go into this. So we started out, we had a backhoe, a 0-turn lawnmower, and we had old Blue over here, or still have. I haven't sold him yet, but that's coming up. Bought that tractor. It only had 350 hours on it. It was a 2006 model, one owner, shed cap. Found it on a package deal and bought it. So, sorry for the mess. That's the grain bin rings from when we was working on the grain bin here in the last videos. So anyways, it's a 2-wheel drive 50 horse tractor. Parts are pretty easy to get for it, stuff like that. Ain't really had to do a whole lot to it. Now, saying that, we've had this tractor for 3 years. And it's got 376 hours or something like that on it now. So, we used it with a box blade and doing some bush hogging and stuff like that. But, you know, these old tractors like that, they're just outdated, you know. So, that brings me back over here to this 1 Series John Deere. So we sold the 0-turn, and we sold the backhoe, and we're going to sell that farm track 555 we got. Now, this tractor, for one, is 4-wheel drive. The farm track is not. It's smaller, can get in tighter places, which the farm track cannot, and a backhoe cannot. It's got a front end loader on it, and it's got a mower deck. So, when you do that and consolidate everything, you got one piece of equipment that you have to take care of. So, less maintenance cost is a plus. 4-wheel drive is another plus. The loader is handy as can be. And the mower deck. So, for the amount of bush hogging that we do, that mower deck right there, it's a 5-foot mower deck, and it will mow it'll mow tall grass and stuff like that, you know. So, maintenance costs went down drastically. We got rid of the backhoe. We wasn't using it enough to justify keeping it. So, by the time you take and consolidate this piece of equipment and this piece of equipment, I mean, you're a fool not to. Really good machine. It's got 125 hours on it. We bought it new. And, I mean, I don't have a complaint one. We're getting ready to probably change the oil and everything in it. That's coming up. There is currently a recall out on it. John Deere's taking care of it. Now, so you're buying a name brand, okay? This here comes with a 10-year warranty from the place that we bought it. Now, it's not, it's one of them things, you're paying for a name, yes. Well, it's also one of them things, John Deere is not going out of business anytime soon. So parts are always going to be there. The recall on it is for the brakes. Well, it's a hydrostatic transmission, so I don't use the brakes that much. So, I mean, it's October, and that's when the warranty that said to bring it in. So we will be hauling it into the dealership. But, they got good product support. There's dealerships everywhere. If you need anything, I mean, you got it, and it's just, it's got a Yanmar diesel engine in it. Yanmar's been around for years, run good. Like I said, if I had to choose for one piece of equipment for the homestead, it would be a 1 Series tractor, or even a Mahindra. I ain't been around them. They make a subcompact tractor like this, Be good. Kubota's a really good one. Kubota's got a name out there for durability, you know. I mean, but this is what we chose, was this John Deere. Uh, like I said, I mean, it's a good machine. Now, I mean, it's 23 horsepower. It's not no powerhouse or nothing like that, but you could. I move dirt with it. I could, you know, if I wanted to, I could probably set out hay with it. I mean, it's probably needs a little more ballast in the back to do something like that, but I mean, it's a good machine. Uh, John Deere's got numerous attachments for them, grapples. You can set up a third function on it. There's, I mean, aftermarket options for putting in a third function on the rear. I mean, there's just so much you can do with these little tractors. We was going to get a backhoe attachment for it. We didn't get one when we was at the dealership. I had the backhoe at the time. Really didn't, I don't know, didn't think we needed it. Well, we sold our case backhoe, and then we had a lot of digging that we needed to do. So we was going to get a backhoe attachment. Well, they wanted $8,000, give or take, for a backhoe attachment. So we looked on the used market. Best I could do was $4,500, and I had to drive 4 hours away to get it. So this popped up. $4,000. Got to do a few modifications here and there on it to make it where it's, I mean, operator and maintenance friendly, but so what, you know, it's still cheaper than that backhoe attachment, having to add the third function and everything like that on it. Plus, when I want to mow or do anything with the 3-point, I don't have to take the backhoe attachment off. So this was kind of our logic behind what we've got here. And like I said, I just highly recommend something along these lines for a homesteader. And I would call, if I was to do it all over again, I would never bought that blue tractor, and I would never had that backhoe. I'd have this set up that I got right here, because I could do everything with them, and the maintenance is 10 times cheaper on both of these. But anyways, the video is about if I could have one thing, and it would be the 1 Series John Deere. Thank you all for watching. Remember, like and subscribe for more content.